before he was a saint, a theologian before his words would echo through cathedrals and universities. He began with a question: what is God? Thomas Aquinas was born into nobility at the castle of Roccasecca. His family had it all figured out. He would become a powerful abbot, bringing prestige and wealth to the bloodline. When he was just 5, Thomas was sent to the prestigious abbey of Monte Cassino Church, where he received his first schooling from the Benedictines. After Monte Cassino, he went to the University of Naples. There he studied Aristotle philosophy and also joined the Dominican order. When Thomas attended university in Paris, Albert the Great played a significant role in helping Thomas study religion, particularly by guiding him in integrating Aristotelian philosophy with Christian theology. Thus, while Thomas had already begun his religious studies in Naples, Albert profoundly shaped his intellectual and theological development. Later, Thomas taught in Paris and Italy, wrote tirelessly, and produced commentaries on scripture, philosophical treatises, defenses of Christianity, and systematic theological works. His greatest achievement, the Summa Theologica, sought to answer nearly every major question about God, morality, human nature, and salvation. Thomas imagined a world where faith and reason aren't enemies, but partners. Thomas was not only a scholar, he was a man of deep devotion. He loved the church with his whole heart, especially the Eucharist. So profound was his devotion that when Pope Urban IV established the feast of Corpus Christi, he asked Thomas to compose hymns and prayers for the celebration. From his pen came masterpieces still sung today in churches and cathedrals. He wrote Pange Lingua and Adoro te devote, and many more. Words of both poetry and theology, intellect and devotion intertwined. Thomas Aquinas described moments of extraordinary mystical experience at the Dominican convent of Naples. During one such event, he was seen by the sacristan Dominic of Caserta, levitating in prayer before a crucifix, where Christ is said to have spoken to him.
You have written well of me, Thomas. What reward would you have for your labor?
Nothing but you, Lord.
A second mystical experience occurred the year 1273, while he was celebrating Mass. After an unusually long ecstasy, he stopped writing entirely, telling his assistant Reginald,
"All that I have written seems like straw to me."
This marked the end of his scholarly work. These experiences were later recorded by fellow monks and are central to the understanding of his mystical life. Yet the Church still called upon him. In 1274, Pope Gregory X summoned Thomas to attend the Second Council of Lyons to lend his wisdom to the Church. He set out on the journey, headed for Lyons on a donkey. A long way on the road, he struck his head against a low-hanging branch. He was carried to the Cistercian monastery of Fossanova Abbey. There, the greatest theological mind of his age lay among monks. Even on his deathbed, his mind remained on the divine. On March 7th, 1274, the Angelic Doctor breathed his last. He was only 49 years old. Today, we see St. Thomas as a living influence. He is a doctor of a church, and his Thomistic philosophy is still the gold standard for Catholic teaching. His natural law theory influenced the very foundations of Western law and human rights. In an age where people think you have to choose between science and religion, Thomas stands as a reminder that truth cannot contradict truth. Today, we celebrate a man who wasn't afraid to ask the hardest questions. He taught us that our brains are a gift, and using them to understand the world is a way of honoring the one who made it. The boy who once asked, "What is God?" had not only found an answer, he had shown the world how to seek it with courage, reason, and devotion. And in that final moment, the Church, the faithful, and generations yet to come felt his presence, a mind triumphant, a soul at peace, a legacy echoing through the ages. Thanks for watching Daily Saints. We hope today's history has strengthened your faith. Subscribe to stay connected to the traditional calendar, and we'll see you with more videos to come.